It's officially October 1st, so you know what that means, monthly reset time. So if you're looking for a simple way to plan and feel less scattered this month, then this video is for you. So if you're new here, hi, my name is Cherry. I am a stay-at-home mom of 3 living in Hawaii, and this is part of my monthly reset planning series that I've been doing over the last couple of months now. So if you haven't seen any of my other monthly reset planning videos and you want to, I will link them below. But in today's video, it is finally October 1st, and today is literally October 1st that I'm filming this. So I'm a little bit behind, but that's okay. And one of my missions when I started doing these monthly resets was to help other overwhelmed moms like me feel like they're getting ahead in the month instead of feeling behind. But if you've been here before, I love you so much. Welcome back. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, whatever you want to drink, and let's get to the video. Okay, don't judge me. I put my hot coffee into the fridge when I went to drop off my kids to school, and now it's kind of like an iced coffee, but it's in a mug, okay? We do what we can with what we have, right? I always get excited to do these monthly reset planning videos, and just based off of my analytics, I can tell that a lot of you also enjoy these videos. So I'm excited to be doing this one for October. And if you didn't already, you can download my free monthly reset planner that I have for you to do with me, because I'm going to be going over my own personal reset planner. But you don't have to if you don't want to. Don't worry, I'm not going to pressure you into it, but it is completely free, just in case you didn't hear me the first time. You can fill out in your own planner, or you can just save this for later in case you want to come back to it maybe when you're ready for planning in another month. But for now, I'm going to be going over my monthly reset planner, basically break down what happened last month. I'm going to input new habits into my trackers and just talk about the upcoming things that I plan to do for October. So if you see me looking down here, this is where my computer is, so do not mind my eyeballs going down this way. But let's get started. Just a side note, I had someone comment before that they like the setup that I have. My background is so relatable because I don't put away any of these toys for the sake of the video, because I do want to show that I am a real mom. We basically live in the living room, and I'm filming in my living room. This is just the best lighting too. My big window is right here and the light's shining through. I don't need to set up a ring light or anything, but it is a mess and I love it. So I appreciate you for commenting that and noticing that my house is lived in. All right, so this is what my monthly reset planner looks like. But first and foremost, we're going to go over last month. This is what my September goals were. Priorities, intentions. My one word and intention for September was becoming me again, the reset era. These were my focuses for personal, home, family and marriage, finances, and work and business. And you can already tell that some of them I didn't get to check off, because that's the reality, right? You set goals and intentions for the month, but it's really only 30 days, okay? We have to remind ourselves that it's 30 to 31 days in a month. And if you don't get to do all, how much of these did I make? Like almost 20 check boxes, that's okay, right? You set goals and intentions for the month, but that doesn't mean that you have to knock everyone out. You can literally pull it into the next month. And that's what I love about this planner, because I have it here, but I can always just copy it and paste it into my new month intentions. Personal focus, I checked off a drink 80 ounces of water daily, and I got ready for the day. That's basically like a habit now from last month. And my home focus, I did use my cleaning tracker, but obviously I didn't do the other two. And family focus, we did do family pizza nights for most of the Friday nights in this month, which is really nice and special. And then play board games before bedtime. We have been utilizing playing board games just to teach my kids, especially my middle son, that losing is okay. And board games is a really great way of doing that. So we've been doing that. Marriage and relationships, clearly I have to work on that still. Finances too, we have to do a lot for our finances. And then my work and business, which is my YouTube and my content, which I have been doing really well with, and I want to keep up that momentum for the next month. So with that, we are going to toggle September goals, and I'm going to drag it into the monthly focus archive. And then I'm going to click on my new monthly goals. I'm going to input this as October. It is going to have a whole new reset for the month, which is what I love about using Notion. So for me, my monthly priorities or intention for this month, I'm going to continue on with that reset era, because it's going to carry me through the whole rest of the year, not going to lie. So the reset era is my new, or my continuation for the month. All of the check boxes that I didn't get to check, I'm gonna put it back onto this monthly focus. So I'm gonna go back to my monthly archive and look back because I totally forgot what it was already. And I'm just gonna copy and paste, like move my body for 20 minutes in the morning. That is also part of my 90-day self reset. So if you didn't see my 90-day self reset video and want to learn more about what the heck that is, you can check it out. I linked it in this video on a card or down below because it's for moms specifically who want to reset their self for the quarter 4 of 2025. Okay, so I finished doing all of my monthly focuses in those areas. Basically, I just carried over from September whatever I didn't get to check off into October, and I also included one extra thing in my personal, which is part of my 90-day self reset. That's why, which is brain dump and journal every morning. And then I included new family focuses and a little bit more in my work and business since I checked everything off in there. And then that's it. So those are my monthly focus or intentions for October. And like I do with every single brain dump, I'm not going to show you, but when you are resetting for the month, you're going to want to brain dump whatever you can think of for whatever is coming up in the new month. So for example, like Halloween's coming up, maybe you need to buy Halloween costumes or make DIY Halloween costumes, so you need to go to the store to get those. Or maybe you have certain birthdays that or anniversaries that you need to attend to for this month, or maybe you just have some doctor appointments that you need to book. There's just so many things that you can think of for the month of October, and you're going to want to dump it all out first before you start planning. Once you dumped everything onto there for the month of October, you're going to want to input it into the priorities list. If you're not using my template, you can literally just use a notebook and divide the page into half and put must do and may do onto your priorities list. And then with your brain dump, whatever is a must do to you, which is a high priority that you need to get done in October, you're going to put it onto the must do side. And then for the may do, you're going to put everything else that is semi important, maybe some not so much, but maybe you want to do it in October. You're going to put that on the may do side so that you can see while you check your planner throughout the month that that's what you may do if you have time once you finished the main must-dos. Okay, so let me just show you what mine looks like. I already set mine up for October, and these are my must-dos right now. I mean, obviously my must-dos are gonna change probably if I get these done next week. So like if I service the car, and then I do the storage, which is me cleaning out the storage, getting out the things for Halloween in the storage. And if I get Halloween costumes for our 70s night party, if I get that all done within 1 week, then obviously my must-dos are going to be all checked off and I can put new must-dos for the rest of October. So it's not always going to just be these 3 and then I'm never going to have must-dos for the rest of the month. I can just pull from my may-dos and put it back onto the must-dos. And then with the may-do, this is just what mine looks like right now. I really want to get a head start on Christmas shopping this year. I normally don't shop ahead of time for Christmas, okay? I am a last-minute shopper and I hate that. I want to change that in me. And my goal was to do Christmas shopping in July, but it's October. So, and then just some things for the kids that I want to practice with them with their academics, and then cleaning. I really need to get better with my cleaning right now just because it's getting flu season and I need to be better with sanitizing everything. My baby girl is going to be turning 1 next month in November, which is crazy. And we're not going to do a big birthday blowout, but we are still going to celebrate her first year being born, and so I need a budget for that one. I find this extremely helpful, especially if you've been overwhelmed or feeling like scattered brain, to make a must do may do list or a priorities list for the month so that you can see ahead of time what you actually do need to get done and input it into whatever calendar that you have, whether it's your Google Calendar, your iPhone calendar, or the whiteboard calendar that you have to show on the wall for your family to see too. That is going to help with feeling less overwhelmed and more prepared for what's to come. Before I started doing this, I never did that. I would just literally live life day by day and just guess as we go, and that didn't help me, and that didn't help my family. I made it harder than it really was. So I just created a system like this. And then my reset checklists are going to stay the same because I'm still consistently doing these daily resets and these weekly resets, so nothing's going to change in there. These types of resets, like a daily reset, a midday reset, a weekly reset, they are essential in your day to day, especially in feeling burnt out. Reset is exactly what you need. And on my monthly reset planner, I have those checklists for you if you need ideas on what to do for a reset, because sometimes you just need help getting started. For last month in September, my habits have been pretty good. I mean, I've been pretty consistent with drinking 80 ounces of water and getting dressed every day. Getting dressed every day is something that it took me a long time to do, okay? I've only started doing this maybe just a couple of months ago. I would always just lounge around in my jammies all day unless I had to get out of the house. But now I dress like I'm going to work, or I dress to make myself feel pretty and put together. So I'm not going to put that for the new month. And then drinking 80 ounces of water, I still do need to work on that, but I feel like I can put in a new habit to actually track, if that makes sense. So this is what my habit tracker looks like for the month of September. I am going to archive it into the habit tracker archive, and I'm going to put in a new month tracker. Like I said, with my 90-day self reset challenge that I'm doing for myself, it is basically 1 week since I've started, and I'm going to input my habits from there, or my intentions from my 90-day self reset, onto my tracker. I'm going to change this to a daily 20-minute walk. I've had this habit before in like maybe July. I'm going to put brain dump every morning in my journal. And I'm going to put a husband connection or marriage connection. Maybe I'll put that, like a marriage connection habit, so that a reminder to me that I need to greet my husband in the morning or give him a kiss goodnight before we go to sleep. My final one is going to be create one piece of content, because I feel like as if I can at least create one piece of content every day, that counts towards my intention for my reset and just my goal in general for content creation. And that's pretty much it for my habits that I'm going to be tracking for the new month of October. I was supposed to talk about this in the beginning of the video, but here we are. A monthly reflection. So I'm going to reflect on, basically you want to reflect on the month before. This is what the reflection prompts are. What are some wins for the month? Where do I need to spend less energy? And then how do I want to feel going into the next month? This is what I came up with for my September wins. I pretty much reached my hydration habit average of 5 days a week, and I got dressed every morning, which is great. Baby steps, baby steps. And then also my current content plan has been working. I've been seeing a lot of growth in both my short form and my long form. But I also need to add in here that I am almost to 300 subscribers onto my YouTube channel, and I've worked so hard to get 300 subscribers, and I'm really excited to share that with you, because YouTube is the long game, and for me to get in the hundreds, I thought it would take me forever to get out of the double digits. I really need to figure out a way to celebrate that. So let me know in the comments if you have any ideas on what I should do to celebrate for my 300 subscriber count. Like every single month, what things do we not want to spend energy on now? What do we want to spend less energy on? I feel like for me, I learned a lot this month about myself just because I started the 90-day self-reset challenge. But in general, I want to stop worrying so much about what other people think. And in terms of that, I mean like on the internet, on social media. I have built this strong community on my short form on TikTok, and I worry so much about what they're thinking, and that stops me from posting. I feel like I'm letting them down, like if I go astray from my content that they followed me for. And I don't know, am I the only content creator that feels that way? But I want to work on not worrying about them so much, not worrying about what other people think, do what I want to do because it brings me happiness and joy. I'm all over the place with my content right now, basically kind of just experimenting to see what I really find joy in. I need to like cancel out the noise. And then I worry too much about the future. I feel like this is like a woman thing. Being a girl in general, you're like already programmed to constantly worry, especially when you have children. Obviously, like this, it's great to plan out for what's to come. It's exciting to plan for what's coming up next. I need to appreciate what I have now, be grateful for where I am, continue on working on being better for the next version of my life, or the next version of me, or even just the next chapter that we're going to enter as a family. But being a mom, man, you guys, it's just, you already just become so much more anxious because you have like, you know, for me, I have 3 little ones that I have to be responsible for like the next 18 years. I mean, with my autistic child too, I mean, I really have to just take care of him probably forever. And that's just a whole nother thing too. So if you want to learn more about my experience and journey with autism, let me know too, because I would love to share more of that. But yeah, becoming a mom just makes me like 20 times more anxious and worried. I don't know. Do you feel that way too? And then how do I want to feel going into the next month? It's basically just a wrap up of everything that I was just talking about. I really want to just feel mentally and physically more confident and energized in those areas of my life, create more and consume less. And then I just want to be proud at the end of the day of what I've done for myself and for my family. So I'm just going to toggle it and put it into the archive so that I can look back at it whenever I need to. I'm going to put in my new monthly reflection. And then when we are coming back for the November reset, I'm going to go over how October went. Don't forget to drink your drink, guys. And then just really quickly with my life map, if you didn't get to see a full tour of my life map, you can check out that video. I linked it here in the description below. I'm going to go over only my cleaning tracker in my life map, my budget plan for this month, also my growth tracker for my content. My September cleaning was middle level. From my progress for cleaning, I 100% did everything I needed to do with my bathrooms and my boys' bedrooms, but everything else is kind of like could be better. When I make my new cleaning scoreboard, I need to make sure that I target my kitchen and dining area and my master bedroom, and then also the bi-weekly goals, which is always the shower curtains, the ceiling fans, and washing the car, because we are horrible with doing that since we had children. But I'm going to make a whole new cleaning scoreboard for October. I find it that if you feel overwhelmed with all of the tasks, especially as a stay-at-home mom, if you feel like you're overwhelmed with figuring out what you need to clean for the next day, it's always good to have some kind of tracker, to have a set day for what you're going to clean, what area of the house you're going to clean, what laundry you're going to do. It saves so much decision fatigue, and then you're going to feel 10 times better, I promise. I don't really have a monthly budget. It's more of a weekly budget. What I hope to do is for my weekly budget, spend $300 at least, at minimum. Since I said I was going to be doing Christmas shopping this month, I might have some weeks that are a little bit more than 300. We shall see how that goes, but that's just what I intend to do for my weekly spending. And weekly budget means like groceries, whatever necessities I need in the week, and then like gas and if we eat out. But that's basically what I mean by my budget tracking. This is just my weekly budget. Okay, and then my last part that I wanted to share with you for my monthly reset is my growth tracker for my content. And I'm really excited to share this because September was a really good month for me. At the end of September, I reached 288 subscribers on YouTube. That's a huge win. I gained 108 subscribers in just 1 month, and I'm really excited about that. And then for TikTok, I have finally reached 4,700 followers. I've been waiting so long to reach that amount. Last couple of months on TikTok, I haven't been growing as much lately, so I'm excited to see more growth. And then I didn't have time to do my Instagram growth yet, but Instagram I've been kind of slacking on, not gonna lie, but I do plan to be better with that. And that's about it for my monthly reset planning video. Thank you for planning October with me. I'm really excited to see what October has in store for both of us. And if you like this kind of video, definitely consider subscribing if you haven't already, because it helps out my channel so much and I appreciate the support. Leave me a comment if you are going to do a monthly reset like this. And if you want this type of reset planner, you can download my free template that I have in the description below. So from one trying mom to another, you are doing great.